Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. In today's video we are talking about another very beautiful succulent called as Echeveria brown rose. Now as the name says, brown rose, yes, it does have the color brown, and when I'm going to take it closer you will be able to see that the edges of the leaves have this very fuzzy hair like thing, just like how we have it for our Echeveria dondo. Now this is an extremely beautiful succulent. If you want to see this beautiful brown color, it's only going to be present when you are going to expose this succulent to morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours. If you're going to keep it in indirect bright light, as you can see the center, that's how it's going to turn green in color. All of the greens will fade off and it will look like a regular succulent. It won't have any browns. But if you're going to expose it to morning direct sunlight, you will see that beautiful color. Now very soon it is going to get into its growing period, which is the summers, so it will turn even more green. A lot of the browns will go off, and as you know, I do not stress my growing succulents, so I'm going to let it go on its own. And probably once when the winter, the dormant season starts to kick in, they will again get the color back. Now talking about adding of fertilizers, winter is not the time that you want to add any fertilizers to an Echeveria. You can do it during the summers, which is their growing period. Talking about mealybugs, ideally does not get affected with mealybugs, but ensure that you keep an eye, especially on the lower portion, because that's where a lot of times the mealybugs tend to hide. Aphids are another reason. Whenever there are blooms, it will invite aphids, so keep a close eye, especially when your Echeveria is blooming. The soil remains the same for what we use for all our succulents, especially the Echeverias. The soil has to be loose, porous, well draining, and should dry out before you water next. I would suggest wait for the soil to be completely bone dry and then do a complete watering until the water starts passing through the drain hole. Talking about propagation, there would be pups at the bottom of the succulent. You can separate them once they reach a decent size. Leaf propagation is another option. Stem cutting is rare because Echeverias usually do not have a evident stem unless the succulent is getting stretched. Beheading, again the same thing. If the succulent is getting stretched, then you can do a beheading, but in general cases you do not find the stem because these are more like compact rosette succulents. An extremely beautiful succulent. It is quite an easy to grow succulent, but you have to follow the basic care requirements like the soil, the light, and the watering. Maintain a proper watering schedule so that you do not underwater it too much, you do not overwater it. Overwatering will definitely give a crown rot or will give a root rot. So be very mindful. Now talking about pot, you can go for any pot. If you are from a coastal area or you are from a place which is very warm and humid, then you can always opt for terracotta, concrete, or unglazed clay pots. I usually tend to use plastic pots off late. Usually I tend to use only concrete pots, but off late, because of the new environment, things are drying up much faster, so I am moving towards more of the plastic containers. But if you are from a very humid and warm climate, then it's always better to go with a concrete or an earthen pot because that is going to pull out all the excess moisture. Apart from that, concrete, unglazed clay pots and terracotta pots, they are very porous and they are a very breathable type of material of pots that would work out really well for your succulents. So this is all about this succulent. It's very easy to take care if you are a beginner and you want something very unique, because this is something that is very unique. We have this variety and we have Echeveria Black Prince. These are the two succulents that start off with brown color. Otherwise usually brown color is very rare in Echeverias. There are not much cultivars when it comes to the color brown, very few of them. This is one of the succulent that has this brown color. Echeveria Black Prince also starts off with this slight chocolate brown color, but eventually starts turning darker in color as and when it starts getting mature. So this is one of the variety. You can add it in your collection. If you want a very unique looking succulent, then this is one that you can add. Very easy to grow. Only thing that you have to remember is that you do not overwater it, you do not underwater it excessively. Do not have a very organic soil. Try to maintain very minimum nutrients in the soil. I personally tend to use regular filtered garden soil, which has the right amount of nutrients, which is not too much, not too less. And usually a lot of people ask me, how do I replenish the nutrients? I usually don't do it unless the succulent is showing me any sign. Now it's been a couple of years, I have never seen any sign wherein the succulent is showing any sign of nutrient deficiency. I haven't seen that. But yes, what I tend to do is I might have forgotten to inform this earlier, or probably I might have said this in earlier videos. During the monsoon seasons, I do not use any tap water. I only completely rely on the rainwater. Now again, rainwater has its own natural pH. It has a lot of nutrients that tend to work out for the soil. A lot of time the soil tends to get rejuvenated whenever there is a rainwater introduced to the soil. So yes, this is one thing what I tend to do is during the monsoon season. Now I am from a tropical environment. The monsoon seasons tend to last a really long time, probably anywhere between 5 to 6 months there is rain. Last year we had rains until December, so and I completely kind of rely on monsoon, on the rainwater, especially during that season. I completely give up on tap water, and I only use rainwater as and when the succulent soil tends to get wet. But remember guys, my succulents are covered throughout the 6 months or 5 months. Whenever the rains are on, my succulents are completely covered. It's not that I'm keeping them open in rain, because that would again either lead to crown rot or it would lead to some fungus infection in the leaves. So my succulents are covered with a sheet of plastic. Only when the soil is completely bone dry, I use rainwater to water them. So that's all about Echeveria brown rose. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep propagating.